What would the world be like without Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's? According to an article from Discover magazine in 2013, over 16,000 Americans were in need of a new liver. Sadly, only 7,000 of them got one. Answers to questions like this? Stem cells. First, I'd like to describe to you what stem cells are and what they can do. Then we'll talk about why they've been such a controversial topic in the past. Maybe then you'll be able to see why scientists believe that words like incurable are too strong of a word. So, what is a stem cell? A stem cell is a cell taken from a 4 to 6 day old embryo called a blastocyst. Usually these embryos are created in vitro, meaning that they're created outside of the mother's body in a test tube. The NIH, or the National Institutes of Health, believe that two things define a stem cell. The first is that they are undefined, meaning that they haven't yet transformed into any other type of cell. The second is that because of this, they're still able to transform into any other type of cell. In other words, a stem cell is a cell that has yet to transform. Now that you know that, let's talk a little bit about what stem cells can do. Once they've been specialized, scientists can insert stem cells into unhealthy parts of the body. This will promote the growth of new healthy cells. Using techniques like this, scientists can create whole organs at a time. In 2013, Dr. Takanori Takebe actually succeeded in making his own mini livers, which when inserted into mice, were able to function as full functioning livers. Using methods of regenerative healing like this, doctors such as Dr. Jean Pawatan in Indonesia in 2012 was able to start the cures for over 14 diseases, including Parkinson's disease, and was even able to start on the cure for something as complicated as deafness. Scientists can also mirror these cells to become negative cells, which has proven useful in the past for drug testing. The regenerative, reparative, and testing purposes of these cells are why they are a vital asset to the medical community. However, there have been arguments on both sides. On the con side, even though the cell is made in vitro, they still believe that since taking these cells destroys the blastocyst, since it's not allowing the embryo to develop into a fetus, they believe that it's destroying the chance of life. For a while, the pro side has been arguing that these embryos were never meant to be made into fetuses in the first place. However, they've added a new weapon to their arsenal. The Handbook of Cardiac Stem Cell Therapy tells us that amniotic stem cells can be procured from the amniotic sac, amniotic fluid, or the blood from the umbilical cord. Now, obviously, these are procured when the fetus is in vivo, which means still inside the mother. However, it doesn't harm the fetus at all. Basically, arguments revolve around whether or not procuring these cells harms the fetus, and what they do to the fetus is ethical or not. All in all, you've learned what stem cells are, what they can do, and whether or not taking them from the blastocyst is moral. So now you know that, perhaps you can make your own stance. Future developments can give patients what they need. Today, mini livers. Tomorrow, the cure for cancer. Thank you.